everyone, welcome back to my channel. I've come on to show you what I've been doing on my jelly plate, and before I've done that I've just made a homemade jelly plate with a Ziploc bag and a piece of fun foam or whatever inside. I've done a whole video on it, and I sent a comment to Lorna and she said she'd seen Dee's video yesterday. I hadn't seen Dee's video yesterday. I didn't know that she'd put a video up, so there's absolutely no point in me showing you this now that Dee's done it. I'll leave a link to Dee's video. I don't know what's up with my notifications. I didn't get a notification that Lorna had uploaded a video, and I obviously didn't get one that Dee had done it. So yeah, that was a bit annoying, but I have found both videos now. So yeah, this was just a plastic bag with some fun foam in it, and it worked brilliantly. It's a bit messy. I'm going to go and clean the bag shortly, but I've created all sorts of weird and wonderful things from it. That's just kind of a mop-up one. And you can see my hands are covered in the paint, but look, how cool are these? Just from using the plastic bag method. And I hadn't heard of it, but I had seen a comment from Julie, paper level 123, and that's just one that when I stamped off of here, I stamped onto there. But lovely colours and a great idea. So if you haven't got a jelly plate, don't think you can't play along. You can just make one out of a plastic bag and things like that, and check out Dee's channel because she's got other alternatives. Anyway, that aside, let me show you my jelly prints from today. Now, these are a bit messed up, so I might have to sort of swap the order. I cut my paper down to the right size today, which made it a lot easier. 10 by 8, and it saved me having white edges. I'm only going to use, a certain amount of it for my journal anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So this one was one of the first ones I did with some peach and yellow, and I used some packaging. This is the packaging I used. It's the wrap that a cutting board came in. It's quite thick plastic. I didn't try it with cling film, but this was good because it kind of holds its shape quite well. So I used that. And let me look at this one. Yeah, this pink one is another one, I think, that I just had a pink background. I used this wrap to pull off the paint, and I stamped it onto just a plain peach coloured one. So I was taking it off of this one, stamping it on that one. So that's how I got those two. And this one was just there was a little bit of pink left on there, so I stuck another peach on it and pulled off what was left. So kind of a mop-up one. Right, so moving on to, well, actually, let's move on to this one. I'll come back to those. Now, yesterday I showed you my flower that I made with some paper. I spoke to Julie, or I was talking to Julie on comments, and I suddenly had a revelation of something that I could do. And this morning I had another go. So when I made this one, and this one kind of fits just on my finger, which is useful. Instead of just having fronds that came out, let me show you. I folded the paper up like this and then snipped into it. So let's start this end. Oh, I can't start that end. Yes, I can. Don't go right to the end like I just did, but you get the idea. Cut it like this. I'm really useless at cutting, as you can see. I have no coordination. Let's cut that bit off like that. So you've got like a fold at the bottom, and I thought that was better. And then when you wrap it round, the longer you do it, the bigger the thing. I made mine so that my finger fit in it, but you get the idea. It all pokes out like that. That's not terribly well done, but you know what I mean, like that. Okay, so I did a yellow print I think, or it might have been yellow with a bit of purple, can't remember. And then I used this, dipped some paint in from the side, and onto my plate I dipped the orange, or peach I should say, and then I made a weeny one like this, just exactly the same as I made that one with the little loopy bits, but I just made it so that it was a lot smaller. And I used a different colour. This one I used the lilac, and I dipped the lilac onto the plate like this. Some places are better than others. My lilac was too thick. I'd got a big load of paint and I really just needed a small amount. That's why these look a bit globby. But these ones are a little bit better. But I just did that in the centre, and then I pulled my print with the yellow background, put it on the orange and purple, pulled it off, and that's what you get. So I did that one, and then I did the same with this. Oh, let me just show you. I'd got some of the orange things left on the plate where where it hadn't come off, so I just put this blue on the top, pulled it off. You can still see faintly the lilac, but you can see the orange shapes, and I just like it as a background anyway. So that's what that one is. This one is the same. It was just after I'd done that one, I just did the same again with a light blue, but this time I used both of the flower shapes to pull off the colour, and I didn't do anything else. I was just using it to take the colour away, and that's why you've got sort of white underneath. Same goes for this one, although there was a little bit of lilac left on it, but that's not a problem. So that's kind of like the reverse way of doing it. Then I did the same again, but this time I'd got a blue background, which was separate. Then I went back to my jelly plate, used my flowers in lilac, and you can still see there's colour from other prints, and I like that, it's sort of coming through. So I put on the lilac with this one, put on the bright pink with this one. Again, it's a little bit globby in places, and we can spend time doing it a bit neater. And then put my blueprint back on top, pulled it off, and that's what I got. So lots of different things. This one, there's two things going on there by the looks of it. It looks like it was a yellow piece of paper, maybe a mop-up piece on the side. And I think I did this one here with the wrapped up paper, kind of rose type shapes it was making, pulling off that and stamping it onto the yellow one which was by the side. So you're getting two things for one. You're taking the paint off the jelly plate and sticking it on a previous print. So you're getting two colours there. This one, yeah, it's a bit weird, this one. I quite like it. It looks like marble, but I just put some dark paint on. I think I was playing around at the end actually for this one. Put some dark green on. These are pill packets that took the paint off. But that was like, yeah, this is one that I did earlier on. Same sort of thing. I used my pill packets, as you can see, and they're taking off the paint. And I was probably stamping that onto something else where, I don't know. And then this rose shape is done with this plastic wrap. Just screwed up, take it off, print it on something else. I quite like that one. And that was another one that I used, I think, when I pulled off this print here. No, maybe it wasn't. Yes, when I pulled this one off the jelly plate, and you can see the darkest colour here was left behind. So the centres of the flowers were left behind, but nothing else. So I just took the same colour as it was out and this thing, and I went over the top of those on the plate, and then put my purple sheet on, pulled that off, and used that bit of paint up as well. So good times. But I have to stop. I've run out of paper. I've got some on order, but I literally have running out of paper. I've got a few sheets left for tomorrow. But yes, it's so much fun. So many prints. So hopefully I'll be able to use all these in my Twinchy album. That's what I'm hoping. Anyway, enough from me. I hope you enjoyed that. So have a play, even if you're just using a plastic bag with some, you could probably do it just with a plastic bag, but I think you'll need something squishy inside, like some cardboard or whatever. But check out Dee's video, because I'm sure she's got lots of alternatives, not just that one. Okay folks, so have fun playing, and I need to go and get cleaned up, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.